Hi, hello, welcome to the Amoretti Test Kitchen. This is Elizabeth. Today we're gonna make a crowd pleaser, a summer favorite, and something so easy to make that you're gonna love taking it to a party. It's going to be a pineapple upside down cake. So we're going to start off prepping our cake tin, and for this particular cake you need not have a parchment paper down there because we're going to line it with brown sugar, melted butter, pineapple and cherries, and when it bakes it's going to be the base of the cake, all caramelized, and when you turn it over onto a cake serving platter it's going to look amazing and just comes off right off like that, and it's going to have that dome with the pineapple studded on top. I have 1/4 stick of butter, all melted. I'm going to drop it in. And 1/3 cups of brown sugar. I'm going to brush the sides of the pan with a melted butter first. And once you're done with that, I'm going to spread the sugar. So now we have the base with the melted butter and the brown sugar, and we're going to stud it with pineapple rings. You can use canned or fresh and just take out the core so that you have rings. So canned is the easiest way to go, and I'm going to put one in the center and then go around with half moons. Once you're done with the pineapple in there, I'm going to go about with some cherries in syrup. So you have to really drain the syrup from the cherries, same as when you use a pineapple from a can. You have to drain all the juice and pat it dry with a kitchen towel and dry it out because you don't want extra liquid in there. So I'm going to stud the center and all the centers of the half rings with cherries. Again, up to you. You can form your own pattern. Now our cake pan is prepped and ready, so we're going to move this to the side and start on with the batter. I'm going to start off with 1 stick of unsalted butter. I'm going to cream this. This is softened, so you can cream it pretty well, light and fluffy. Now I'm going to drop in 1 cup of granulated white sugar. I'm going to mix this and combine it well with the butter, so it's going to be light and creamy. Once the butter and sugar is well combined, I'm going to add in the eggs. I have 2 large eggs and I'm going to crack it in, one at a time. Once that's mixed, going in with the second one. The eggs are well combined, and now it's time for the secret ingredient that's going to amp up my cake today. That is our pineapple water-soluble extract. So you can always add extra pineapple juice to the batter, but I'm always a little apprehensive about adding a lot of liquid into your cake batter. So the safest, easiest choice is pineapple extract. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of the extract. I'm going to give it a mix. Next step is to mix the dried ingredients and the wet ingredients and alternate it with our prepped egg mixture batter. So to 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour or pastry flour, I'm going to drop in half a teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That balances it out very well because you don't want your batter to be overly sweet. I'm going to give this a gentle mix. Next up, I have half a cup of milk, and I'm going to drop in 2 tablespoons of sour cream. So this is going to be our wet mix. I like to have the wet ingredients at room temperature. That works so well in cake batter compared to cold, straight out of the fridge ingredients. I'm going to set this to the side and bring back my cake batter. Now we're going to alternate the dry and the wet and mix it into the cake batter. I'm going to start mixing. And while it's mixing, I'm going to drop in half of the wet mix. Keep alternating until you're done with both the mixes. So once you have your flour in, it's very important that you don't overmix it. So keep it on the lowest speed setting and mix it. You can also fold it in. So this is not a very runny batter. It's stiffer, and that is because we have more liquid coming out of the pineapple rings and the cherry while you bake, as well as the melted butter and the brown sugar in there. So once our cake batter is ready, we're going to bring back the prepped cake tin. Really good. Can you see that pattern down there? I'm so in love with it, and I cannot wait to see how it's going to look once baked. So this is having like a decorated cake top already there while you bake the cake, so it's like a 2-in-1 process. And I'm gonna drop in the cake batter. I've used an 8-inch pan for this. You can also use a 9-inch pan. Once it's done, I'm gonna bake it at 350F or 180C. I'm gonna give it a couple of taps on the counter to release any air bubbles. So I'm going to bake this beauty, and I'm telling you, once it's baked, it's going to look amazing. So I'm going to bake it, cool it on the counter for 30 minutes and come right back with the finished cake. I cannot wait to show you that final reveal of how our upside down pineapple cake is going to look like. Look at that. Look at that. That is a cake that's done, dusted, and ready to be served. And that is the easy part of an upside down cake. It's ready once you bake it. I'm going to take a slice of it. All the brown sugar and butter has seeped into it, and that wonderful, wonderful nutty brown color has come out. Look at how perfectly the cake has baked. It looks nice and tender inside, and with a caramelized pineapple cherry top. Before I'm going to lose myself and indulge in this slice of cake, let me tell you about an option that you can use to top the cake off and give it something a little extra. This is our peach syrup, and this is our cherry syrup. So you can use either of these, or if you want, you can use any other flavor to give it a brush on top of the cake so that it's extra indulgent. So you can just pump it on, brush it on top, and it'll be amazing. So I want to test the peach today. I'm gonna do a couple of drops because it's just a slice, but when you want to brush it all over the cake, you can have more and brush it. I cannot wait to try this now. Okay, I'm in pineapple heaven and I'm not coming back. This is so good. So if you are going to make this wonderful recipe at home, come back and tell me how you guys like it. Drop a comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, you can tag us on our social media channels at Amoretti on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok. Hope you guys have a wonderful time making this cake and have fun at all your summer parties. Have a good day.